Welcome to Epic Begins with One Step Forward, the podcast that reveals how to plan, achieve, and enjoy the journey of creating epic results in your life, business, health, and relationships. Here's your host, best-selling author and motivational speaker, Xander Sprague.
Hello, Epic people, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Epic Begins with One Step Forward. I'm your host, Xander Sprague, and today I am honored to be joined by Anya Cheng. Anya, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hello. This is Anya from Silicon Valley, founder and CEO of Taelor AI. We use AI to pick clothes for busy men. And we send people real clothes for you to rent. Like $100, you get to wear 10 clothes per month. After you're done, return the dirty clothes, so no more shopping or laundry. Who say AI cannot do your laundry? Before starting the company, I had 15 years in big tech companies before, most recent at Meta, where I helped build out Facebook, Instagram, shopping. Was head of product for eBay, helped them to build new business in the US, Latin America, Africa, Asia. Senior director for McDonald's, helped them to build out food delivery business when Uber Eats just started, and helped Target to build their tech office here in Silicon Valley. So I'm excited to share more about AI technology, product entrepreneurship, and business.
Absolutely. Well, I guess my first question, Anya, is what haven't you done so far? So far, we've got food, clothing, technology, AI.
Yeah. I only published 2 books, so my third books will be launched when I finish selling my current company. So,
Oh, cool.
so a couple of years ahead. So, looking forward to be asking you to my book endorser for my third books in a few years.
Exactly. How did you get started in tech? And I mean, you work for many very notable companies, done some notable things with these companies, but I'm always interested to find out how people got there. I know my own corporate, story is got its own interesting quirks. I ended up places I never thought I would, but it's all because I said yes. So for you, how did you get into this?
Yeah, it started 18 years ago when I just moved to Chicago from Taiwan, where I originally from. And so I went to Northwestern University, got my master's degree in marketing. Unfortunately, I graduated in 2008. You might remember when Lehman Brothers went bankruptcy. My previous job was a reporter. I didn't really have marketing background before, but my dream was working for a media company to do their marketing, which was a dumb idea. When was the last time you see CNN launch advertising to promote CNN? So there was no kind of job, and I didn't know. So I didn't get any campus recruiting possibility. But then I was way outside of every single schools, outside the engineering schools, history schools, medical school. As soon as their campus recruiting events, recruiter came out of the building, I would send them my resume. Hello, I'm a student from another department and not this department, but the same school. This is my resume. I didn't get any interview. So people told me, Anya, this is dumb. In the US, we call networking. Like you have to network in order to get real job interview. I say, well, what's networking? You say, oh, you find someone and then refer you someone. But I say, I don't know someone. I don't know anyone. Oh, but that's not true. I was a student. So then I knock on the door of every department's professors. I was a student, so I kind of know them, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
I got those professor. I said, this is my resume. I know you worked for this company before. This guy was on your LinkedIn connection. Can you connect us? One day, there was a professor say, I don't know you at all. I cannot refer any job to you, Anya. But I'm hosting a meeting tomorrow. There's an amazing YouTube show by Xander. No, there's by a guy called Peggy. So she runs a farmers magazine company. But you can come and listen to the talk. And by the way, can you bring another 20 students? We need someone to fill the seat. So I went and I listened to the talk. My English were really bad. I really have no idea what she was talking about. But in the end, I approached her and said, amazing talk. This is my resume. She said, okay, I'll connect you to my recruiter. I went on the interview. As soon as I finished the interview, I walk out of a building with the magazine on the wall, all farmers. I thought this is the company. It's a media company. They are looking for marketer. I was a reporter. I have a master's degree in marketing. Perfect. Few weeks went by. I called the recruiter. Follow up. This is Anya. I interviewed a few weeks ago. She says, stop calling me. I was laid off. The recruiter was laid off from the company.
Oh, no.
So then I say, okay, since you have nothing to do you want to grab a coffee? She said, okay, sounds good. I have nothing to do. So we grab a coffee. She told me a lot about the company, who is their business owners, what's going on with the industry. And she gave me an idea too. She said, have you heard of New York and Los Angeles? They are bigger cities in the US. Bigger city has more job. Oh, that's a great idea. So I went on 2 months trip and I calling a whole bunch of 2,000 Northwestern alumni. I served couchings on different Francis couches for 2 months, 1 week each. And then I did met with New York Times CEO, CNN's VP, because I bought newspapers from the newsstand on the street. And on the newspaper at that time, you'll say publisher name, Xander, and then if you advertise, call this number. So then I call each of them and turned out that maybe they thought I was an advertiser. They all talked to me. But nobody was hiring. And I thought this worked, but I just need to be 10 times faster. This is too slow. I got to go to conference. There will be thousands of people. They will be amazing speaker with a book author of Epic. So I need to go. But the tickets are very expensive. So I thought of an idea. I called a magazine company back in Taiwan. I said, do you want me to cover this amazing conference for free? They said, yes. I called the conference and said, hi, I'm a reporter from Taiwan. Give me a press ticket. And I got in. So I talked to a whole bunch of them. But with this, after meeting 500 people, nobody were hiring. I went back to Chicago, ready to go home back to Taiwan. But before I went back, I realized I learned a lot during the process. So I thought of the magazine, the Farmers Magazine Company. So I went on interview their reader, interview their advertiser, opening the magazine. They say, advertising, call this number. Again, I call them. So then I reach out to Peggy, the owner again, and say, hey, Peggy, do you want to hear about what your competitors are doing? She said, okay. So then I went and I present the business plan. Your employee, you remember the one was laid off? Your employee told me about this. Your advertiser say this. And this is what your competitors are doing. I highly recommend you to do this. But in order to do this, you need someone, a talent who know marketing, a talent who have media background, and talent who is not very expensive, who just out of college. And I happen to know someone named Anya Cheng. So she asked me, do you want to be a contractor? I didn't know what that meant. My English was really bad. I said, yes. I went home, I Googled contractor. I didn't know why she wanted me to be a plumber. But contractor, that's how I got my first job and start my journey.
Cool. Well, that is a great story of epic persistence. And I do get that. You want to get into a certain field. You don't have the experience, but you're like, persistence does pay off. And I do have to say my own experience, Anya, is saying yes to opportunities opens so many doors. Even if you're like, I know nothing about farmers, but that's okay. Yes, I can do the job. And there you go. That is great. Working in these large corporations, what were some of the most valuable lessons that you learned, like working at McDonald's and Target?
I think at McDonald's was that in order to change big, you need to change small. So at that time, they don't even have Google Analytics. Their website does not even have tracking. But they really believe that they can leapfrog and jump ahead. So they hire executive from Amazon. And they were talking about like drones to deliver foods and all like autonomy vehicle to deliver food. It was 10 years ago.
Right.
So we were fighting there and doing cool presentations for almost 2 years. But it ended up after that few years, the leader still left the company and went back to the old team, which has been proudly building the technology for years. Of course, you can't blame that this change management is hard. Those were the old legacy people who hate the new comforts and hate innovations. But I also think that when you want to change something big, like you have to change one step at a time, because then It's like most of people, when we want to be successful, we think of, no, this is a river. Imagine, use the analogy of a river. You are a stone. Most of people want to be picked up and thrown away and cross the river. But the reality is that most of people were never that lucky. They were the stone under the river. They turn around one step at a time, and eventually they cross the river. So I think that changing small is really important when you want to do something big, but change frequently, not like small and slow.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah,
that's
and obviously one step at a time. Honestly, in my many years of experience and stuff, as much as we all say that we can multitask and we're good at multitasking, I have not met the person who can type an email with their left hand and, oh, I don't know, write code with their right hand. The fact of the matter is, as much as we'd like to think, I'm like this tech joke that I'm a single core mind in a multi core world, meaning I can really do one thing at a time well. I can try and do multiple things, but I'm not going to be doing them, each of them, very well. And in order for you're right, any big change we want to make, it does take one step at a time. To use another analogy of running a marathon, right? You can think about all of that distance, but you have to run the next step in front of you. You can't jump yourself up to the half marathon or to mile 20. You actually have to do all the steps to get yourself there. And that's true in the work world.
Yeah, and then just like I'm not a big sport person, but I do swimming. So when I do swimming, I usually just think of, okay, can I swim just one more run? Just one more run. And that push of the one more run is, I think that's how I get to like breaking my personal record, although it's not very high, but my personal record.
Doesn't matter. Your personal record,
Yesterday.
personal record on you.
Yesterday.
It's your record and
You
you
do
get to
3
break it.
times.
Totally. But you're right. Like in any swimming, if you want to swim 500 meters or whatever, you just have to do the first 25. You can't say, all right, I'm going to do 500 meters. Magically, I'm at, all of a sudden, I'm at 450 meters. It doesn't work that way. You actually have to do all of the work.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And then the time at the target, I think was really important. What I learned was really focus on the value prop. So when we were starting the business, my task was, hey, we want to get more e-commerce revenue on tablets. So for means that we want people to buy stuff on iPads, as on
Mhm.
Target's app, Target's websites. But if you think of that, while Target is an amazing company in the US, the second largest retailer at the time, but Amazon is faster, Walmart is cheaper, eBay has more assortments. So what Target is known for? Target is known for when you are a mom, you go to the store, you thought that you only need to buy one thing, but then turn out that you came out with 18 things in your basket. Right? It's the inspirations, right? So you want to run around the store is to get away from your noisy kids. You like the experience and you bought stuff that you don't think you needed. But that's hard for bringing to the e-commerce. So end up what we did was that we only launched one feature, only one, which was shoppable Pinterest, Instagram, and social.
Sure.
Whatever is shoppable, people posting something of their Instagram posts, and that become viewable on Target app and become shoppable on Target app. We didn't do anything else, such as registries or compare price, compare products, and any of new feature. We only fix the car and checkout payments, make sure people can pay, and also launch this one feature. And as a result, we actually won 11 awards, including the best shopping ad of year on Apple. So I think the story told us was that it's really hard to win everything, like your previous points, but you can do one thing that's a lot better than any other people. I tend to see in startup, people have that chart. A company deliver this thing and that thing. The B company does that thing and that thing. And as a C company startup, we are 10 times smaller than other company, but we do 10 of these things. Check, 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 check. How does that possible? No, right? So end up that most people die because they were just run out of resources. So what I see was you just need one check, but your check has to be a lot bigger. The mark have to be a lot bigger. We only do one thing, like Target is about inspiration, or Tailor AI is about we offer AI stylists for busy men. So service company, we help people look good, but we are not about looking good. We are about help people look good so that you can get a job, get a date, close a deal. Our customer don't care looking good. They care getting a girlfriend, boyfriend. They care that they close a deal with $1 million for the company. And that's what we help them to dress up for.
Definitely. And I'm interested about this Tailor AI, but I want to get back to something which is in this super competitive marketplace, people have to know what you're selling. And I remember years ago reading a marketing book and they were talking about how to market your small company and stuff. And they used the example of Sears. You may not know much about Sears because
I do because I used to work for Sears.
Okay, there you go. So part of the problem with Sears was for honestly 100 years, people knew Sears. You went there to buy appliances and tools. You could buy clothes. The value prop was there. We all knew what Sears was selling. Then all of a sudden, I go to Sears and I could get financial advice from E.F. Hutton, and I could have my taxes done by H&R Block. Well, the problem was all of a sudden the consumer didn't quite know what Sears was about anymore. They didn't know what they were selling. And now Sears barely exists, if at all. And part of that is, I think, because people didn't know what people were selling. So any company, if you're clear about what you're selling, what you're solving for, it's easy to make the value proposition. But as you said, that startup goes, we're doing these 10 things. I worked in Silicon Valley for many years. I heard that every company in the early 2000s was creating a paradigm shift. Every single company I interviewed with, I talked to. And my question that I always had was, is there one company that is just sitting there having all of these paradigm shifts on it? Because if everyone else is creating a paradigm shift, it's got to be going somewhere, right? Like where's this paradigm shift happening? Because if I'm making a paradigm shift and you're making a paradigm shift, well, who's that shift on? So I thought maybe there was one large, really old company that had all the shift coming onto it because no one else was. Everyone else was making the shift. So, it's interesting. If people don't know what you sell, if you don't know what you're selling, how can people know how to buy it?
Yeah, exactly. So I think for the Sears case, it's we actually were really number one in terms of size speed, like really really fast. But like you say, when people don't know the true value prop, like hey, I'm here like Target for inspiration, Walmart for the cheaper price, or at Tailor's we offer service. So we're not just about looking good; we help people to look good and achieve their goals. And then no matter how fast your website is, then nobody care because then you don't have a strong value prop to go shop there.
Yeah.
So I think this is really important on what you sell, in our case, for example, when we started, we thought that we for suppliers like 300 fashion brand that we have been working with, we thought were the value prop was monetizing their inventory. So you have some clothes, and then we can help through AI styling and help to send to customers' hand for them to rent. But quickly we discover that those fashion brands care even more so for the data, like insights, feedback that we provide to them. Oh, the sleeve's too long, the pen is too tight. So sometimes you don't even know what's true value props. And but once you find out and double down with that, then we found out that the data are so valuable because they can help predict what's going to sell next year. So renting out their clothes is not just about making money, it's about getting the feedback, which is powerful for them.
I, being a man, am like, ooh, rent some clothes. I don't have to go out and buy. I can look all fashionable on my TV show. So my question for you, Anya, is how does it work? How are you using AI to dress me?
Yeah, so we use AI to replacing the traditional human stylist. Remember in the old time, the celebrities in Hollywood have a stylist, but nobody else have. But
Hmm.
nowadays with AI, everyone can has human stylists. So our customer pay a monthly fee, say around $100. They get to wear 10 clothes per month. And from there, we ask them the goals. We also ask them, of course, the body measurements, your height and weight, which we don't always use 100%. Why? Because most of our customers somehow think they are taller and thinner. So when they put the information in, it tend to be not 100% correct. So we ask them some other information to validate. For example, go to your closet, take one of your favorite outfit, tell me what brand, what size is it. So our customer will say, "Oh, I'm definitely size medium." Oh, wait, my favorite outfit is actually extra large. Yeah, you gained weight a long time ago. So, and
Yeah, totally.
we also ask them to provide some fit issue. Do you usually have the issue that sleeve too long, pants too tight, or what was some common fit issue? And most importantly, of course, is the goal. You want to stand out or fit in. You want to look more mature, more polished, more trendy, or you will just want to make sure you close a deal, get a jobs. So the goal is important. And from there, we show some pictures to the customer like, dislike. If a customer really unsure about the AI, they want to talk to a human stylist. No problem. We got 15 minutes consultation call for people to talk on the Zoom with our human stylist. And all of these information feed into the AI, and AI start picking outfit based on every weeks or more months of customers' occasion. Oh, these next 2 weeks, I have 2 farmers market and then 2 client meetings, and then after that I'm going Hawaii for vacation. So whatever occasion is, we help them to pick the outfit, and then they get real clothes to wear for a couple of weeks. Once they are done, return the dirty clothes, and within a few days they get new ones. No more shopping or laundry.
Cool. Well, that's really cool. I'll have to check that out. So, are you using does the customer send in a picture or something that somehow the AI model can say, "Oh, all right, I see." Because again, height and weight is great, but there's all different kinds of someone could say they're, 6'2" and 220 pounds, but there's different 220 is proportioned differently. Maybe someone's super muscular and maybe someone's more dad bod or whatever. So how are you different? I mean, are you people sending in a picture that the AI is scanning to go, I get what body type this person is?
We do allow people to send a picture, and a lot of people do, but I won't say body type. Like most people kind of know their body type. You
Yeah.
say, okay, are you more of like giant shorter person, or are you a little bit fat belly person? Most of people can identify that
Yeah.
without using AI. But people can send a few pictures for, and then if people like, they can even upload some picture of their aspiration. Like, hey, I snapped a picture because I was watching the NBA game and I really like what Curry is wearing.
Yeah.
So whatever people's information they want to share, sometimes people share their company information, like my company pretty old school. So check out this is my law firm's information.
Yeah.
Whatever information you think can be helpful for our AI and human stylists. And then from there, we also most importantly is that we get feedback.
Yeah.
It's like your Netflix show. Maybe on day one, it does recommend you some random movies, but then after you say and you watch something and here and there, then quickly we get this machine learning and machine learn through customers' feedback. So unlike traditional e-commerce, which rarely get feedback, when I work for eBay, Targets, Sears, people really don't give feedback unless it's like super angry 1 star. Or people give fake feedback like, oh, because in Amazon, now a lot of merchants they give 5 star. You get these amazing extra $5 coupon for next time. They say, okay, 5 star. You actually have no intention to give 5 star. It's not a 5 star for you. So,
Right.
but our model is subscription. Like you don't lie to your Netflix show because tomorrow you want better recommendation. So then we get feedback right away. In addition, we also know the future. AI only know the past, right? AI
Right.
doesn't know the future. But we work with 300 fashion brand and they are designing something for next year's collection. So then we also know the future and we know quality of garment. Typically, when you buy something, after you wash 10 times, the second bottom go off. You never go back and tell the fashion brands. But
Right.
if model is rental, just like rental car, we know like after wash 2 times, okay, here there's the issue. Although most of time after renting just 3 times, the item already been sold. But in some cases, when we wash longer, of course, we get those quality data and we feed these back to the fashion brand and help them to improve their quality as well.
Definitely. And honestly, nothing is more annoying when you find the perfect shirt or the perfect pair of pants and think, oh, this is great. And sadly, the quality of the workmanship doesn't match what you paid for it. And you wash it once, you have it cleaned once, and all of a sudden stitching's coming out. It changes size, even though you did everything you should. You're like, that's annoying. And maybe the manufacturer goes, oh yeah, maybe we need to fix that so we don't get the reputation of being expensive, but having the garment fall apart.
Yeah, well, and today the world is not always fair because today the fashion brands, the one that with bigger marketing budget, they say we are sustainable, we are high quality. Then you believe in that, right? You don't know because you have no way to
How
know,
would you know
right?
unless you
So
buy it?
yeah, exactly. So, but then in our model, we actually know the true quality of garments. Like because we're a rental company, we wash them, we know the true quality of garment. So right now, we are monetizing the data back to those fashion brand because we actually have the true information about the quality and very specific. Oh, you will be on the second button because whatever reason. So then we are not going to help the world better if we just help them to keep renting excess inventory, which is fine. It helps instead of burning them, those excess inventory. But the world will be a lot better if we actually help them to do a better job for producing stuff that customers truly want and truly is doable. And we think that's why what really drives us. On the one hand, we want to help people achieve their goal. Why people who achieve a goal have to know how to be fashionable. No, they should be all looks presentable and they have equal opportunity because they make great first impressions. They should only focus on what they really care, not their outfits. On the other hand, we want to help fashion brand to be more sustainable with unique data and then testing what's upcoming collection on our platform as well before they mass production. So our customer can try the latest stuff, but then the brand can also get a feedback.
Definitely. Cool. And I assume that if I were a customer, I could give feedback and so the model could choose better for me next time where I go, that red shirt did not, the color didn't look good on me so that it won't recommend, like, is there that degree of being able to say, even though I thought this would look good, when I put it on, it didn't look good on me for these reasons so that the model will not keep giving you the same shirt cut the same way or the pants cut the same way or whatever.
Yes and no. So it really happen that way usually is opposite because our customers are people who are not into fashion. So they
Yeah.
only say, I only wear bottom up shorts. So it usually is opposite. We're like, oh, why don't you try this green polo? I never wear green. I never wear polo. Why don't you give it a try? It's a bonus item for free. How about this? Extra
Okay.
item for you to try. And after a customer try, amazing. I looks amazing in this. And then, or they were like, I'm not sure. I never wear green. Green was really weird. But then they go out for dinner and their friend like, oh my God, looks amazing. You looks a lot younger and perfect and
Yeah.
polished. They're like, okay, sounds great. Most of our customers don't know what they want. If you let them pick, they will only pick blue, solid color, bottom up short. That's
Yep.
it. And they has a jeans. That's all. But
Yep.
so usually it's opposite, but they do provide feedback. Usually it's a fit issue because sometimes people gain weight or lose weight, so
Yeah.
they provide fit issue for their latest body situations,
I
and
got
then
it.
they provide feedback for what's their coming occasion. I'm going on vacations, or I have a book tours coming, or I have a few weeks ago we have a customer say I want outfit to win the case at court. Period. I am divorcing. I'm fighting for my children's right. I want to have my children. So I don't care what I wear as long as it get me win the case.
Yep.
The requirement.
Cool. Well, Anya, this is truly fascinating. How can people find you? How can they find Taelor AI?
So holiday is coming. If you know people who are wanting have busy time life and not sure, don't think the person need anything else in their life, but saving time looks great and have options and have service like this, almost like assistance for them, then Taylor's gift card is a great option. So go on tailor.style. That's TAELOR.STYLE, tailor.style. Use the code podcast gift, PODCASTGIFT, podcast gift to get 10% off gift card. And use the code podcast25, PODCAST25 to get 25% off first month. And if you are a fitness center, dating site, school career center, executive coach, life coaching, consulting company, we offer holiday gifting. We offer affiliate program for partnerships. And also for AI investors, feel free to reach out to me. My email is Anya, that's ANYA, at taelor.ai, TAELOR.ai.
Cool. Well, I will have those codes in the description and tailor.style. Awesome. Anya, thank you so much for sharing. Truly an epic journey you've been on and that you continue to be on. I wish you all the best luck.
Thank you so much. It's Anya from tailor.style.
Exactly. And I want to remind everyone, if you're ready to begin your epic journey, go to epicbegins.com. And as always, epic choices lead to the epic life that you want.
Get your gift copy of the award-winning book, Epic Begins with One Step Forward, at epicbegins.com. That's a wrap on this episode of Epic Begins with One Step Forward with your host, Xander Sprague, best-selling author, internationally acclaimed public speaker, and licensed professional clinical counselor. To make your next conference or event epic, send an email to Xander at zander@epicbegins.com. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Remember, epic choices, epic life.